First bomb drop, no response. I want them to dead off over there. Right now, I'm mad enough. That one and them test out the ground. That one and them make sure everything there. When if you see a play thing, eh? Man with a boy, how would them try style? Where did Dr. Fish come try? He's the guy and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name, make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they try. He's the boss and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Banish stone man who no ride the pie. So
Hold on. I will make the artist so bad. I will make the artist so bad. I will make the artist so bad. I want to say greetings and welcome to another episode of the TR News and Reviews. This evening we have our special guest, of course. They call him several names, but I'm going to call him Don Mafia this evening. They call him Gringo. Well, him call himself Gringo too. And them call him quite a few other names. But he was backstage just now, but he just left for a minute. I'm not sure if he thinks that he's not on, but we have our special guest here this evening. His name is Harry. He's also a dancehall specialist. He knows about what is going on in dancehall. He has a very good idea of the music business, and so he's going to be our co-host this evening. So without further ado, let us welcome no other than my friend here, Harry. We go way back. You know, we have a history from school days, from church days, and all kind of days. And he's here today with us. Thank you so much for coming. I want to say greetings to everybody in the building. Welcome, Harry. If you want to tell the people quickly about who you are and what you're about, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming.
Greetings and blessings, brethren. Long time, you know. Been a while. I check out a couple of your shows still. I'm really enjoying it, you know what I mean? So I'm proud of the work, proud of what you do. A little bit about me. Grew up in the Kingston area, and I've always been an avid listener. The Ninja Man, Bounty Killer, all of them great icons.
Hold on, I'll go on in a minute now. Oh, I wait to go on. Oh,
yeah. Bless up, King.
I know you're man going on up. Oh, I'm doing, man.
I think you're mute.
You're snap work right.
I think you're mute.
All right. So we are back. So Don Mafia. We have Don Mafia as our special guest this evening. Now, a lot has been happening with Don Mafia. Yeah. Don Mafia is being trending on social media. Now, first there was a dispute between the two, or there was some disagreement between the two. And if I should say quickly, this all started when Don Mafia think that he was not treated fairly in the music business after being a songwriter for decades, you know, and he has written tons of songs and he's not been properly compensated. I should have played that clip, but I'm going to bring Don Mafia on to give us an introduction as to who he is, what he is about, and then we can take it from there.
Yeah. There, man. Big up on yourself. Wagwan.
Blessings, brother. Blessings.
Wherever I do the music, man. Music our life, man. We never stop the music. But, you know, sometimes you have to just try to do your thing and just keep out a certain circle. Because it not work and appear, you know, some low thing, man. You understand? You have to just go live your life, man. I don't care, man. So, more time you do them things that they cause offense and I just bear disrespect. And, you know, that man, you have to defend yourself and the music how it to deal with. I don't know, hate you join a bad mind, but music is a thing where our lyrics may believe in. So if me I have a problem, then we work it out with lyrics. And I just saw DJ business go, man. So I don't know problem or nothing, everything good. But the music as usual, even if we drop a 2 bomb already, we just leg out, we bomb them and we gone, man. And I choose to attack when we attack, we think them, man. The people them have to really know what going on. I know there's enough thing going behind the scene where more time on the day. People them not see some I think them, but I will leave it. But we know what it is. But everything proper man, and yeah, I'm mad red mad man. More lyrics to say man.
All right.
I
Before we
couldn't
get
sleep last
exactly into
night.
the story between
Yeah.
you and Beanie Man, because we know that's where everything is coming from. We know the story, what happened. But for the people in the chat who don't know who Don Mafia is, Gringo, would you like to tell them, what your name is, like where you're from? Where was your hometown? Where was you raised? Were you raised in St. Anne's and Portland, Clarendon? Where are you from? What about family life?
I
Who
come
are
from
you exactly,
I sent
Mr.
Mary my band,
Gringo?
yeah? In my band I sent Mary. I'm not to be exact, right? And then I grew up at St. Elizabeth. I grew up at Mandeville. Then I grew up at town. I mean, I grew around the world, man. Enough people love me and grow me, man. People love me, brother. So, with that man, my life experience is a big one, and enough things me experience and enough things me do.
Okay, all right. So tell us about family
But
life.
sometimes the
Like
music
were you
business is
raised
an
with
the
your
game more time.
parents?
You understand?
Who
But
were your
differently, I just
parents? Were you
happy life
raised
with
with
my,
with a full family structure,
my
like
name,
mother
my
and
name,
father and
eh?
siblings? Were you an only child? What was the situation there in terms of family life?
Yeah, man, my family life was one of my kind of grew up without parents certain way. You understand? So the problem is like it's not a really a problem, Maybe everything happened for a reason. But my mom and my dad they weren't really there for me as a kid. So what is happening? I always use my music as that is what I have. So I always like just always know that music is my life and that's all I have. So because I had no parents growing up, it caused me to just focus on my talent, and that's what I've been doing from I was a kid. But when I came to Kingston now, it's in the street. I grew in the street, so I know the street like that. So, but I was always focused on music, no matter what I see around me. My thing was always music. So because of that, I don't even know how to play domino. I don't play jaff. I don't play bingo. I don't play no games. All I play is rhythm and words. So from you play the beat, I'm gonna find a song. That's me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So sound pretty good. In terms of your family life. Now, so basically, you weren't raised with parents. So when you started out as a child, like who were you with? Who were your guardian? Like, since there was no mother and father, was it your uncle, your auntie, your brother, your sister? Who was it in your first early years?
My grandmother, our lady name is Roslyn Colley, from a place named Roses Valley, at St. Elizabeth. So I start sing her gate when me a 3 year old and I used to draw a crowd and them thing there and me see people love what me I do. And then she did love me and thing, but after a while, I did go a foreign because my auntie keep one house opening and I go sing and she want to adapt me and carry me a foreign. When me about 8 or 9, but my mommy now here was she did about her business when she hear that she come for me and take me and leave me with some next people. Now when me start grow them people, them it's like a stranger them and them did start treat me bad and them thing there. So through me I do my music, me just make up my mind say, yo, me not take no bad treatment in that car, right? I'm gonna deserve this. So them thing they call me for head to the studio and them thing at a young age, like from 12. And by me there at the studio 6 months, I get my first song. When me about 13 and me start do my own dub plate them and collect my own money. And people start giving me my own money. So I start feel like say, yo, at least I'm my way out because I can sing and collect money. I mean, I don't know no other way out. I don't have no people to help me. I mean, never born consider riches around me. Cause my family, them, my mommy and my daddy, they weren't there. And then I was just always thinking like, yo, I have to make it because I have ambition. I mean, not turn no craft. I mean, I have music. So I have to keep doing that something. Yeah, you see me?
That makes perfect sense. And now my next question to you, since basically your grandparents raised you, there was no mother and father. The family structure was not in place to begin with. So we can imagine that your life at an early stage was already being destroyed to a level. Now the question is, when you left St. Mary, or when you left the rural area or rural Jamaica, and you started a life in Kingston. Did you start out with at what point? Because let us just jump into the matter at hand. Because this whole thing is because of Beanie Man and some sad treatment that you've gotten in that area. Now, at what point did you join the Beanie Man camp? You know, the Shocking Vibes crew. At what point, and what was your role to begin with? How did that relationship happen? Where did they find you, or where did you find them? Vice versa. Was
All
it
right,
that you were
listen,
on a
Beanie,
stage
listen
performing
to
and
me.
you
All
he
right, let
saw
me
you
tell
and
you
thought you
about
were
that.
good? What was
Let
that?
me do it quickly. Let me do it quickly. Because my phone is we're on the road and you understand. So let me tell you. Being is a person who I know from I was a kid in Waterhouse. You understand? And we used to go and King Jammy's sound chuck together and all of that. Bunty Kill, all of them, they used to be at the studios just the same. But I was always there doing my thing too and everything. So what happened as a kid, as Gringo, when Beanie Man and Bunty Killer them I run the place, me the name Gringo and me I do my own little thing. I get my little show them, I have my song them I play, me get you understand me in the business I do my thing. Now the thing me never really ever go around an artist like more par with the artist because in my mind I did always I did my music, but me do a show him reloaded over the beach and right so Beanie Man approach me and me and him start link. So me know him for a long time and I say, yeah. I'm a general a long time and then me and Bunty Killer them did not some passa at the time. So we start roll. When we start rolling, we say, yeah what? Just like how you have so much lyrics, give me some of them lyrics and I make sure I go chat them and make sure you're good. So that are the official deal. I never sign a deal with no Shocking Vibe. I never release a song for Shocking Vibe. I never signed to Shocking Vibe label. Now nothing. Me and Beanie Man as a role and me I write some bam and him a spit them. I'm not saying I wrote everything or I'm fully responsible for care, but I made a huge contribution. So that was it. That was just like me and your brethren and we are linked and we are gonna do some things together and yo, you just make sure say as a general, you just make me good me I gonna make sure say my part of the thing me I live up to that. You understand?
We lose him.
He seemed to have been frozen. I'm not sure if I dead him phone dead or this or the battery pop or what go on, but him knock out for a minute. But make we go and talk till him forward then now, cause me I wonder. So over the years, you know, I growing up as a youth, never really know so much about Gringo or
Right.
about a Don Mafia. You know, we grow up know Bounty Killer and Beanie Man and the rest of them, and you know them. You back? You back, brother? Oh, he's gone. You there?
Yeah, now you hear me now?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
we are hear you.
Yeah, so that me I tell you, say, I just say that. I just we are roll and with a team and me and Beanie really I work. Me never signed to Shocking Vibe, me never record for them, me wasn't a part of them team. The thing with me I just Beanie Man and Dan Mafia, like Gringo days, from Gringo days, me and him a roll. And if we go out studio and the rhythm I play, from we ready for work, me and him might find the hook sometime and he just leave me in a studio the book and the pen and me write the song and him came me say yo that one you ever sing band that rhythm there. So I really work we always at the same way. You understand? I don't really nothing else. I just where's a roll as two brethren and me I put in the work you don't know a thing mad and we have to keep the thing mad at all times. You see me? So the lyrical part was my responsibility. Like we have to just write lyrics because me that man can write 10 lyrics for the day. Once you play 10 rhythm, me write 10 songs. If you play 20 rhythm, me write 20 songs. Because I can make song like that. You understand?
So to be clear, just a quick question. Just to be clear, it was more like a bridging agreement. You and him just decide, say, boy, on the business side of things, you have to write lyrics, give him some lyrics. So
Yeah,
any kind of
man.
money get discussed,
You
like
know,
how all of them things.
my friend, man, me and him a roll, man, and I just, you fi deed me good, and me deed.
Yeah. So nothing official never like draft up or whatever. Just you just expect say boy, yo, the man I got just deal with a good in return. Look like we lose him again.
Seem like we lose him again for a minute.
Yeah.
But that is a very good question, and it's a thing that we've been faced with even as families.
Mm,
People expectation from from a family. So just because me and your brother, you
Yeah.
know, oh, him back.
Yeah,
Yeah, me there about my two money on the road. Yeah.
all right.
What you say now?
So yeah, just to be clear, it was the business side of things was just kind of like a gentleman agreement. Say, yo, me I go write you some tune, and you just deal with me good. Like, nothing official was drafted.
Yeah, but here I am now. You see, at first it was like that, but after a while it reached a point where we have to look into things now. Cause we have to say, but we have to do our part on certain things now and go like, oh, we did plan. You understand? So
Right.
that caused me to start questioning out certain things and say, yo, John, certain things all right. But what me I try to say, now, brother, you see, in a life, I just treat people good. If me I have a friend and we I deal that thing, just make me feel good. I don't like me crave or nothing, dog. I don't like me I run down the bag of thing. But you just treat me good and let me talk good. But if certain thing wrong, me have to talk the truth. Me not go hide and sugarcoat nothing for nobody. So the problem was like, even when with my career to me sister, nah, I'm gonna wear this up. And that time me the man, me the artist, me not a songwriter, me the artist. If me have already me a make song, that means me just a songwriter because me still have my talent and me I use my talent too. But the problem is me don't say my thing not really work right there, so you understand? So I want to move on and go live me
I lose my
right,
connection.
right, right. And at the end of the day, the respect not even that there are certain type of dealings, me not see. You understand? Certain things we go on and be and it not happen like yo and
Connection shaky.
Yeah, him connection really bad. Him dep on the road as him say. So it seemed like say wherever he's driving, whether through some country road or whatever, the internet or whatever
if so brother.
problem.
Me have to go try move on and leave me because the problem my life get threatened.
Look like he might try creeping, but me don't know how that the part there work out. All right, we're going reason till we're going reason till him come back. Now, my thing is, oh, him, well, we totally lose him, you know, totally gone, you know.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, as me I say, me grow up and listen to some. Me not sure if you hear him two last song them. Him songs he wrote two songs recently that is directed straight at Beanie Man. Me don't know if you hear them yet.
No, 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 no. We don't hear them yet. But we see him in a recent interview with somebody else. I talk about, the whole feud thing and whatever. But we don't hear them two songs though.
All right, I'm gonna play them later, make you hear it, and we're gonna dissect it and see if it was a good song. If he make a good song, we're gonna talk about it after this. So, welcome back, Dan Mafia.
Yeah.
We realize that we are losing. I don't know if calling in will be better than you being on the video. So if the video is a problem, I can give you a calling number and you can call in just in case that work better for you.
Yeah, yeah, hear me?
Yeah.
The internet that's who I travel on the road. I know a data where I use. Hello?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
man,
hear you.
you're
We
back
can
in
hear you.
progress. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Me I hear you man. What you say?
You want to try give him the number.
Battery I go dead. Yo.
Um, we can do two things. So I can give you a number. I can give you a number to call in, if that will work better. We can give you a number for your calling, or boy, him gone again. Him gone again. All right. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna play this song. I'm gonna play his song. In the meantime, and while we play his song, I'm gonna try to get him on the phone to see if that works better. But in the meantime, I'm gonna play this song, make you hear it.
Right.
This was my version of the song. Let me find it and share it and make you hear it.
First time job.
Hold on there, hold on there. Let me make sure it's gonna get this thing here. So. I want you, our loyal viewers, to write in the comment section what $15K by this weekend. Thank you very much for coming.
First time job. No response. I want them to dead off over there. Right now, I'm mad enough. That one and him test out the ground. That one and him make sure everything there. On the face a play thing. Eh? Man, it a boy. I would have try style. Where the Dr. Fish come try. He's the gun and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name make the rich man start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they try. He's the pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Banish down man on the right the pie. Somebody gonna die. You can't be East Indian if you a command mango. Remember say you did pay a man to go murder Shango. Take the rum and never left the Red Bull. Give Fambo. Get this and them and you run me with the cash like tango. Exploit the brain like Republic of Congo. Must you think the friend me done them carrier in a one go. Get by and shoot them up in a one dodge to Rango. Blue that's where the money back the devil symmetry stand go. Big deal run your devil key with your combo. Me a go step in your face like the foot of my tumbo. Some a can man a hunt you a way a go run over. Crow clad gunshot and a helium bombo. Look like you don't remember how the blood clot thing go. Say me fucking head hot from me did near drink. lingo. You live a bubble and she beat you with that bingo. Long time you push your head down when y'all G's gringo. Dr. Fish come try. He's the gun and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they try. He's the pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Banish down man who don't ride the pie. Somebody gonna die. But give me a life you couldn't sponsor me. Me no fish so no boy can't pamper me. Every time I think I rise to try dumper me. Them want sell me carry a try tamper me. But Carol you think that Christmas and no Santa me. And me have to go give you stand if you feel answer me. You can't thief out my brain that is your fantasy. But me will kill you make New York and Atlanta see. Them afraid of me lyrically like me and John Gotti. Shoot out me run out with a long shotty. Who me millions and a quarry over one party. Your money done, pan gun, and man body. Oh you so rich and you no do nothing for nobody. You make hungry kill brag and your own daddy. Hype up yourself but you are rolling a chrome caddy. Take it back now left your wife with a lone baggy. When the Dr. Fish come try. He's the gun and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name make the rich bomb start fly. DJ you gonna die with a fish they try. He's the pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Banish down man who don't ride the pie. Somebody gonna die.
Okay, so that was the latest song for Don Mafia. I'm not sure if my friend here, Harry, I'm not sure if he get to hear or got a chance to listen to the song fully, but there was a powerful message in that song. And the thing about that song there now, you see the thing about that song there?
I heard it now.
Some of him friend them. I mean, not him friend them. A couple of people commented on the video on my page because that particular video is on my page, and some people are commenting, "Boy, him thief the melody from somebody else," and like that is a problem. Now the melody of the song is coming from another song. I don't remember exactly what's the name of the song or who the artist is, but of course, Don Mafia tell me personally say the melody of the chorus is coming from a particular song. I don't remember the song. I'm going to ask him and see if I can find out the name of that song. But the melody bad and the lyrics of the song to me, you know, it kind of put together a way in terms of it is in context of what is going on between both of them, him and Bennie Man. But as me I say, Bennie and Bounty are two of my favorite artists from back in the day I grew up as a youth. Me know say Bounty I'm a general still, but you know, if I should split some truth up here, Bennie Man is one of Jamaica's better performer. In fact, I would place Bennie Man in Jamaica top 5 best dancehall performer. So if I should put a few names out there, I would say Bennie Man, Elephant Man, Mr. Vegas, Capleton, and Sizzler can easily fit in the top 5 best performing artists from Jamaica in a dancehall. Then, well, let me turn down your volume a little bit. Well, let me turn it up that we can hear what you say.
So me like your top 5, but where you would have put Killer?
So Killer for me is one of my favorite. So if we should have put Bennie Man and Killer together, there's a strong chance but I say, yo, Bennie Man, I mean, Bounty and Jenna still, you know, if we should have put two of them together.
Right.
But in terms of performance, Bennie are going to kill Bounty. Bennie are going to murder Bounty when it comes to performance. But when it comes to authentic, rigid war dancehall, the ground Godzilla man.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to agree with that. I tell people all the while, and it's funny because, you know, growing up in a high school for me, it's like Bennie Man was my artist. Like nobody couldn't tell me nothing about Bennie Man. But as the years progress, for some reason, which I may not mention right now, but me somehow transition and start pre-Killer as the artist, as the man. I think it more so have to do with who Killer is and where him represent for dancehall. I think that is one of the reasons to me why I'm switched, because You know, especially when the whole alliance thing come around and I see how much youth him having in camp and how much him do for certain man and whatever. That kind of make me start pre-Killer a different way. I mean, I say, yo, Killer is a man where you can't, him stand on him ground, him firm. I mean, admire them things about him. Values and morals kind of way, man. I admire them things about him. You see me?
Yes, we basically depend on the same page. I want to tell you, everybody what we know, family, friends, father, mother, everybody where you know have them good and bad ways. You know, them have them little, you know, ways where you not agree with. You don't really agree with a man because him believing in this or him believing in that. So, we're gonna put that under the table. You know, we not look upon that because everybody have that.
Right.
Now, Bennie Man, me know him personally. Me and him talk good. And one of the things that me love about Bennie Man until today day, me respect that about him until today day. So me go give him performance rights. You know, him are the general when it come on to performing. That man will wake up a dead crowd. You know, the crowd could have dead some more.
True.
It not depend upon people for vibe. This a man you go and him project him vibe on the people when I perform to. Now, the thing what me say me like about Bennie Man, I could be standing in a room as just one little man, you know, the little guitarist or one little man when nobody don't know. The peanut man or just a regular man.
Right.
Bennie Man, we walk in the room and Bennie Man, we literally heal up every man. And you wouldn't know say Bennie Man are the artist because I say, yo, what go on, everything good, yo, what go on, family. And he might talk to everybody friendly like him know them from long time. This is how me and Bennie Man par. Now, Bounty Killer on the other hand, when Bounty Killer walk in our room, he expects everybody to heal him because of the ground god this a walk in, you know. Him not yell no man king. Him not yell nobody. Him not say what go on, you everything good. So, but when it come on to what Bounty Killer stand for, Bounty Killer has been consistent over the years. What him preach and what him say is in line with him action. We can't see no level of hypocrisy. When him burn out something, him burn it out.
And it's
And you know, go hear him go back round the road and say, well, me burn it out, you know, but there is no but. If him burn it out. And him stand up for what him believe in. So, me rate Bounty and him militancy and how him operate as an individual and as a person, as an artist. Now, when it come on to war, even the war with Versus were there. You watch the war with Versus and him, right?
That could have missed me. That
so
was
you see the war there now? Me I say, then again, it wasn't even a war. This was a friendly gathering, a friendly exchange. I would call it a friendly exchange between two general in a dance, two god in the dance hall. So it's just a friendly exchange.
Yeah.
But me I say, you see when Bounty Killer perform, the man sang them king. The man sang them. And you can even see Bennie Man when Bennie Man look on Bounty Killer, you know, during the performance, you know. You can see say Bennie rate the man, you know. I say, Killer is a god when it come to them something, you know.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I something me see for myself firsthand because me go watch show already where Bennie Man and Bounty Killer perform.
Yeah.
And me and Bennie Man stand up in the crowd with the rest of people them. I mean, side stage or front stage or right in the backstage area which part artists gather. I would there I watch Bounty Killer and Bennie I say, yo, I want find a one from yo, God, the man body no king. So Bennie Man rate Bounty Killer. And no matter how you see them go on and go on and go on, at the end of the day when them go backstage, them a drink, them a laugh, and them a good friend, them a good friend. And as a matter of fact, I want to take this same time out to send a message to everybody that takes sides with artists. Is not a very good thing to do because this is something that I've seen over the years.
Yeah.
Movado and Cartel are war. And when war done, Cartel and Movado go and drink juice and, you know, talk about different things and them a friend.
True.
Meanwhile, they use them in the street to kill themselves. Yo, a Gaza me say no. And this man, a goalie me say no. Yo, Lordy Monster. Yo, and everybody have fight. And the man them a friend. Same thing with Bennie Man and Bounty. Bounty and Bennie are two good friends. And even though it seems like sometimes they're at odds because of whatever, at the end of the day, them still turn friend again and then you're going to lose your family and friend them who you have from long time because of the two artists. Me don't agree with that. So what you have to say about that, Mr. Harry?
I wonder if you did ever see this interview where Winford did do where him interview the two of them and it's like the clip him go back and forth between Killer and Beenie Man, right? And you could hear how both of them is like the respect with them express for each other. Beenie Man even went as far as admittedly saying, yo, when them start out a war like back in a 93, when it's like it was always like the galley type of thing, be a girl song and Ray. And it's like him say when Killer start war with him now, that make him up him game. So it's like each of them tend to like build them career. One come with something, the next one come with something, and the counteraction and the competition, the competitiveness of the game at the time help them to build each other career. So you can see the mutual respect between the two brethren them. Unfortunately, them have them little thing over the years and whatever. But what I really admire about even the beef over the years is that it never get to that level the way like them really like a disrespect each other. I can't remember ever hearing any one of them say like, things about your mother or them kind of vibe. They never ever get to that. And I have to respect that for them two giant. Them keep it on a level.
Yeah, man. I say the same thing. I agree with you. I respect the man them to the max, brother, because I want to tell you, say, I have to share that sentiment that when you say the man them build each other career on each other content. So,
right.
As for me definitely, me can't see a bounty without Beanie, and me can't see a Beanie without bounty. As long as you say Beanie, you gotta say, hold on there, which part bounty there? It's almost like say. Dancehall now gonna make sense with one of them. If there's a Beanie, there have to be bounty, and if there's a bounty, there has to be Beanie. So
exactly,
I saw the thing built, I saw the thing set up, and I saw we accept it. In every era of dancehall, what we notice is that there is always two people of the same era. When you're gonna have a bounty and a Beanie, you're gonna have Movado and a Cartel, you're gonna have a Ninja Man and a what's his name again?
Super Cat.
What you say?
Yeah, Shabba.
Ninja Man and Shabba. Every era have two persons where
right.
go head to head with each other. But me not gonna stray away from the topic too much. Tonight we are talking about Don Mafia, and of course. Don Mafia, some people are calling him a crybaby, but somebody would have said who feels it knows it. Now, yeah. Don Mafia has been, I don't want to say baby, I don't want to say, let me try to keep it as mutual as possible. Being responsible for the earlier part-time career. I have some video where I go show before this, before the show done. Beenie Man responsible for a large part of the first part of Gringo career. Beenie Man used to call Gringo him artist, and we have some video where suggests that Beenie Man actually did accept him as one of him, the little youth them when I push.
Yeah.
But for some reason, after the years go by, Don Mafia feel like him did do a whole heap of work in the camp where him not get compensated for. It feel like say him contribute to a hit song number 1, then him contribute to another hit song number 2. But when Beenie Man a collect the awards or a collect the good name, Don Mafia don't get too much mention, and Don Mafia start to build a little feelings about that. And me can understand how the human system set up and how we operate as human. When somebody now giving you full rights to something what you do, or your full acknowledgement for something what you do. So are you build the light bulb, but then the man buy the idea from you and him not tell nobody say you build it. Him behave like how him build it and
yeah.
I know how it feel. Me know it feel, man. A man must be given his due benevolence, for whatever I'm take part in or whatever I'm contribute to any system. We need to give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar, as the good old book would have said.
Exactly.
So Gringo, me no know. Don Mafia, me no know what make him couldn't boss. Because I know the first time this happened, This happened last year. This happened last year in somewhere between October and November. There was a thing going on where so what I say?
No, I remember I remember a few years back. This was probably like early to mid 2000s. Shortly after them did start the whole the Mafia house thing. And then it's like Gringo did kind of start get a little highlight then, and then all of a sudden it's just like it just disappear again. So it's like over the years you hear about him naming at the streets or whatever, and then it's like it's always just like it never lasts too long, and I always wonder like you said, I always wonder like what really have won, you know what I mean? And as an artist with them amongst Beenie Man, you'd have think say at least he would have get like a one solid or few solid hits throughout the years, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I can't tell why him like never really bust. And him clearly talented, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
At the same thing me I say, and this is what bring back Bounty Killer into play. Now
Yeah.
you realize Cartel go around Bounty, Cartel boss Anton Giant. Busy go around Bounty, Busy boss Anton Giant. All of the little man them will go around Bounty, boss and turn into them one giant.
Yeah.
Now Gringo apart with Beenie Man until him turn Dan Mafia and all of this something them go on, and then for all of the contribution when him contribute to Beenie Man's career, me no know. Me not go take no side. I mean, no want nobody come look for me, cause me not me not take no side. Me only talk it out me see it.
Right.
Me think say if the eye care about if the eye did care about Gringo certain way, he would at least make sure say by all means, Gringo would have take a bite off of the cake or a piece of the pie at some point in his life. Now, me don't know what happened between the two of them. I can say if probably something go on at the camp and, Beanie did start to pre-Gringo and say, say that youth are fussy or that youth are, say me not gonna really to work with him. But because we don't really see a history of Beanie Man really a boss much artist, then we don't know if it's a personal thing or is a whatever thing, but we just say it there is a thing, you see me? Me don't want to, as a matter of fact,
There's an elephant in
as
the
a
room
matter of fact,
we have to touch upon.
as a matter of fact, if nobody there, I watch where we have a close contact with Beenie Man. Somebody please tell him say, me want to talk to him. I would have loved to have him on the program. Me not gonna talk about Gringo on the program. I gonna talk about him and what him contribute to dancehall. Me see personally, but some people still struggle with what exactly you contribute as an artist to the Jamaican culture and the Jamaican dancehall. We know you contribute a whole heap of hit song. We know you contribute to a whole heap of little youth when you camp and them thing there. But as it is, as a matter of fact, me I go just say this to clear the ear a kind of way. No artist not really responsible for no man for boss them. You're not really responsible for boss no man. It's not your responsibility to say, all right, say me I go bust the youth and bust the youth and bust the youth and bust the youth them. So
Which is
if
right.
a man decides say him now boss no artist, we can't kill him. We can't say boy you want fussy, how comes you now bust the little youth them man.
Right,
But at
right.
the same time, you know what I mean? When you don't do it, we say, well, on the but you see the general killer did do this and him did do that. So, what you really you know what I mean? Me not lie, still I want to take this time out if you say big up Beenie Man. You are still me artist, me still rate you, me still respect you. But say every man have them flaws. Me have me flaws too. As much as me a very good youth, and some people think say the way me good I'm almost an angel, cause me not give no trouble. But at the same time,
Right.
people out there still think say me not that good night. So at the end of the day, you can't do enough good for somebody look for you away and say, say you me not rate you still cause you eat off the whole of the pie and you never left none for eye and whatever. So at the end of the day, every man have him camp, every man have him house, every man have him rule, and whatever man do in a theme house or in a theme kingdom or in a theme palace, that a theme thing, you can't fight him. So all of the people them were burn out Beanie because him probably no boss the same amount of artists Bounty boss. No matter fight him, man. Give him a chance, man. He not too late. Him can probably still boss two artists next year and probably the next year and probably the next year. Not too late. And if him no boss none at all, you can still allow him say may still him no want no artist nothing still. Well, Gringo think him owe him something. Cause Dan Mafia personally think say Bennie owe him. And that's why this whole thing are going. Me sorry say him not there because him send a voice note to me this morning and I say, boy, man, I look for him. And him also say fear for him life because, Beanie Man not answer in a song. And as a matter of fact, Beanie did make a video for real and say, me nah answer you. Me nah answer none of your song them. I want you to stop call up my name. So Beanie Man literally tell him, say, Dan Mafia, I want you stop call up my name. Because if my sister them and my brother them and my friend them start look for you, you go say and me send man for you. Now would almost want to say still he should make that talk there still. That talk there
The sound.
me not too like that talk there.
but me always I go back to things in a history. Going back again to a few years ago, maybe this was probably again in somewhere in the mid 2000s when them did really fall out big the first time. And you remember the interview there where Dan Mafia come on TV with one vest, like one bulletproof vest. I don't know if you remember that? Right. In come on the TV in the vest, and he must say, boy, Beanie Man threaten him or whatever. There was something about a voice note, a voicemail, where him apparently left on Dan Mafia phone and them ask him about it in the interview. And it's a public knowledge. Me not talk nothing where me I conjure up in my brain. But anyway, the voice note or message, whatever, it sound away. And I think the following week, them asked Beanie Man about it. And Beanie Man said what he meant in the message was that Dan Mafia dead to him, meaning them friendship cut off. To me, me have to laugh because me say, well, me don't know. Me not try put none on Beanie Man. I would have never did that. But to somebody listening to the voicemail and then listening to what Beanie Man's excuse was as to why him say what him said, it did just sound some type of way. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember it in detail, but again, it was something that was public knowledge. Everybody knew about that and everybody did hear it. So I think a lot of people see them things that over the years and them kind of have them little vibes when it comes to Beanie Man and them preem some type of way. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes, as an artist, we're on a certain level. I will see it even here in like the hip hop industry or whatever. When you're on a certain level, you have to be so careful with the things where you say and the things where, your actions in the public eye. And I think maybe he might. There are a lot of things where we can probably pinpoint to and say, you could have do that different. You could have said that differently. So, I guess, again, I think that kind of take away from some of him, maybe some of him respect, I don't know, from a lot of time fans, in my opinion.
Me totally agree with what you say. And me don't know if some people take some time out to think about what they must say about certain people before them say it. Because the thing where people have to pay attention to, when the word leave your mouth as the person,
that's it.
well, if it hit the person directly, that a one story. But if it was in a voice message where leak out in the public, then that is a whole next story again. Some would say, before anybody try send a message to anybody, make sure say this you want the world to hear. Before
Right.
make sure say you're alright if the world hear it, because if it leak out, you're gonna look really stink. So, I would suggest say anytime somebody will use social media, whether I use WhatsApp, you use Twitter, you use YouTube, Facebook, Messenger, whatever you use, and send message to people, make sure say you're okay with this hitting the public domain. Make sure say you okay with this I go viral because you never know. You can't trust internet, you know. You can't trust nothing we go up on internet. That's why me say, if me and a brother or a sister in a certain struggle, me I call you to a meeting, man. Meet me up at half at 3, 6 o'clock. Meet me downtown 7 o'clock. And we talk it out. Because me
Yeah.
not send no message for no phone king. Me not
Right.
trust it. Me just don't trust the phone, WhatsApp and social media, and me just not trust it. But me I say still, every artist have them camp. Every artist have them camp. Them have them entourage. Them have them support system. And me believe say, even though every man a big man and every man responds for themselves, the artists them must strive to control them entourage in a certain way. I have seen this more than once. Me go a stage show and me see man say something about the artist and get beaten till him weak. Him just see two man come and hold him and carry him downstairs and say, yo, and this is just this the artist. Bap, 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 you know. And some here say, I want to know if the artist give out a certain command to him soldiers them and say, yo, these are the rules of the royal palace. These are the rules of the camp. Any man says nothing bad about me as the artist. These, all right. Let me say me can break it down so some people can understand.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever wonder when a judge passing down him sentence, if them things say him, the judge himself say, all right, you know, I said that you look like him get trouble. Me gonna give him 3 years, you know, or me gonna give him 30 years. What the decision what the judge make is that the judge make that decision upon the spot, you know. This is according to a system that is being placed. So every deeds or every crime have them punishment. So the judge already studied that when him a go to school. So when a man kill a man, him now fi think about say, all right, based on the severity of this crime, well, give you 135 year cause you know what I mean. So you can't blame the judge. This is
Right.
already a part of the constitution. So that means say the only thing the judge can do is probably go look back on him book or on him notes and say, well, according to this, you know, it say you forget 35 to life or 65 to life. So you
Yes.
can't even talk to the judge wicked because the judge is working with a system. Now, with that said, may I say, the artists them now, fi have them one a little system, fi say, all right, if a man call me name, all right, him fi get $2. All right. If depends on the crime, you know what I mean? If you diss the artist,
if
you get
tell
$2.
me a $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Depends on the level of the diss, you know, it determines if you get $5 or $10 or kick.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You're gonna get a broken if you say anything about the boss, girlfriend, baby mother.
Yeah.
If you diss him, pick me them. Alright, you're gonna get 2 broke foot and you probably them are gonna probably spit by you and probably run the car over your foot or something like that. But me I say, what Beanie Man say we never to agree with. Him say, if none of my friend them, or my sister, or my crew, come look for you, me no want you tell nobody say, and me said nobody for you. My advice to Beanie, if you just nobody say that, just tell the man fit top call you there. Tell the man fit top call your name. You hear me no Dan Mafia? Stop call me. Where I say? That's where I say.
No, me just add to what I said because if any of the friend them or sister or brother whatever end up do some harm to Dan Mafia, the public and the police them or whoever, them now go think say the person get up off of their own and go do it. Them are go think say them get directives from Beanie Man. So hence where I say he must be so careful in a way him say, you know, it just wow. And everything just the out there now on like I said on social media, on phone, everything get leaked, all of these different things. You just have to be so careful. So you must clean up them talk there for real.
Yeah, man. And because we live in a social media era now, when you say something last night, you know, by the time you wake up, you know, people of Afghanistan hear about it, you know, man, we are riding camel down at Egypt. I talk about it, you know, so you have
Bedroom,
to know what you talk, say.
trap picks them, man.
Yeah, man. So me I say, me personally, me not gonna say certain things out public, you know, because at the end of the day, it gonna come back right to your camp. And as me I say, every father or everybody who owns a home, if you are the caretaker of your home, you're gonna responsible for everything. For instance, and me are the man over for me yard.
Mm.
And anything what happen from over my yard, me thinks I'm responsible for it. You know, me responsible for who come in yaso and who come out yaso.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I know anybody can just step in my yard or in my house and say, all right, well, rate and blah 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 blah. You know, a man have to take responsibility fully for him home. So me I say, if you camp that sir, you know, you have to tell the man say, yeah, you hear me I say no. Oh no come here, oh no come here. You see, we're gonna avoid Gringo by all costs. We don't want nothing to do with him. We're gonna cut him off. Cut him off clean. We not say nothing about him. We not rush him. We not do nothing to him. We not leave him alone. Make him alone turn out there and fight himself. And then it a go quash because nobody not talk about you. But the moment you walk your mouth and say one thing, you know, it a influence something. Somebody that say, unless you plan for the lyrical war too. Jump out and war, but if you're not war, nobody say nothing. Just love him.
Exactly.
Like how him did say, this is how him said to be. As a matter of fact, me think me go play it again. Him tell Bennie man say fi tap the nice. As a matter of fact, let me see if me can go find the video and play it. Him tell Bennie man, Bennie man tell Dan Mafia say fi stop call him name. And by all costs and by all means, stop call me name. So me I go play. But me want you mute your mic for the part here.
All right.
Let me play that video here quick. Right at the part where let me see if me find it and play it. Bennie man say fi tap call me name, sir. Tap call me name. Let me see if I hear so.
Z, stop. Walk and call up. That's not gonna be nice.
Alright, so let me just share it. Let me just share it quickly so you can see it for yourself. So with the yaso. And we're gonna share that part here. Alright, so that part here we are share. Now, Bennie man actually say,
Sakara, please do not stop. Stop. Me I beg you, stop walk around and call me. Because you see, stop. Walk and call up me. Because it's not gonna be nice. You see? Me I tell you, me I beg you the honest. Me know I'm a liar them call you. And me know I'm a friend them see you. And me know I'm a brother and my sister them see you and they nothing and then you can call me and say, and me send people to you. Stop calling me on my life. See him?
anyway, on the theory. Alright, so those were the words used and me not lie still. Me not lie still. If I would advise Bennie man, if I should reconstruct that same message, this is how I would say it. You hear me as Dan Mafia? Well, you stop calling me name because we cut ties years ago. Me no in nothing with you. Basically, it sound like you know in nothing with me neither because I try kill me. So you hear me I say no? Stop calling me name, brother. Because if anything happen, you know, them are gonna say I me, you know. So because of that, make we just end this thing here right here. So stop calling me name. As a matter of fact, what you want from me? What do you want from me? What you want me to give you? You want a life? Alright, see a life here. Hold that. A money you want? Alright. Now go call me liar and make you see if we can line up a package for you. You know, what you want. So find out what the problem is and try solve the problem. But me think say what be the man say is add more problem to the problem.
it almost sound like it's like me indirectly a threaten you by saying, me know I'm a brother them see you and you go see me. it's like it's a hint to my brother them. Yo, I'm gonna do him something. Yo, it just sounds so weird. Oh my god.
Me not lie. I saw it come after me. I saw it come after me. You know, yo, Harry, no ramp with me no because me no want me big brother them, you know. Me no want me big brother them see down the road and clot in your head back, you know. Cause you know, so my brother them head hot already, king.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So me personally not agree with that part there. And as me I say, Beanie Man, me perform with Beanie Man already. Me play for Beanie Man already. And me like him spirit as an individual. He's a bridging way. Me like how him operate as a person. Me don't know if because me don't know him well enough, but for what me see and what me hear when me round him, me like how him flex as a bridging. He's a good youth. But anybody can make mistake. All me that I said to Beanie, you know, just be careful of what you said to the general public out there, you know what I mean? All right, me go just take the break here right now, and me go big up some people in the chat because me know so whether you chat all night and it look like we not see nobody in the chat. So we have Blacklight Records in the building, and Blacklight Records is a Jamaican artist. Me don't know if you want to jump on and say something in the meantime. You can call Blacklight Record if you want to call in and talk about the situation and give you a little 2 cents. No problem. But I'm going to take the time out and big up some people in the chat. We want to say big up to Derek C. Williams. Thank you for coming out. Big up to Lady B Unstoppable. Thank you for coming out as well. We see Shay's Journey in the building. Thank you for coming out. We see SRK. Thank you for coming out. We see SF Rose. Thank you for being here, SF Rose. TR. Them not to use... Hold on there. TR. Them not used to... Lady B, I me tell some me no used to patois. Hold on there. No matter with it. Of course, patois is my language. What do you mean some me no used to patois? Yeah, you can let him call it. You can let him call it. All right. Me go put the number. Me go put the number for calling. Cause me no want ignore nobody and who want to participate in the show. The number is on the screen. So if there's anybody that want to call in and, you know, say something about what you believe in terms of what was said by both of us, what was said by Don Mafia, and also what was said by Beanie Man, Don Mafia better be careful him no remember what happened to Bogle TR. Well, me did I try if you not go down the road there still, to be honest.
You don't leave that one alone.
Me did I try avoid the road there by all costs, you know. By all costs, I was trying to avoid the road. Now, somebody I talk about me and my patois, but I was telling somebody recently that I don't speak patois fluent unless me have a Jamaican I talk to. Me struggle, me don't know. Me don't, Harry probably don't know me how me was raised back in the day in Jamaica, but my father never allowed me to talk patois, even in Jamaica. So, yeah, my father never allowed me to talk patois, so when me go school, me go learn patois in the king. So when me learn patois, me start to kill it. And I say, what? This nice man, come here boy. And me said, that sound good. Because back home, back home, me couldn't say that. Me can't talk patois at home. So sometimes when me do my live stream them, me tell the people them, say, yo, me go do 10 minutes a Jamaican Creole. Me go talk some patois. But anytime me think about patois, me can't talk it for some reason. If me think about it, me can't talk it. Because my patois kind of mix with a bunch of things. Because me learn it from different country, you know, because, you know, every parish speak them one type of patois. So what me learn a Clarendon different from what me learn at town. And what me learn at St. Anne different from what me learn up at St. Mary. So when me put all of them together and think about it, me not sure how me want to talk. Me not sure how to talk authentic patois. But if me a reason with a brethren, and a brethren say, Wagwan here, me say, yo, Wagwan, man, me there, man, and, you know, that flow. But if me a think about it and I'm me alone at talk, boy, me not lie, me. Oh, that's why your patois sound weird. All right, we seem to have the first caller. Let me see if we can welcome the caller out to the show. Welcome to the show. This is the TR News and Reviews. Thank you so much for calling.
Big up and bless up, brother. This is Peter Lloyd, Blacklight Record. Well, let's say something really quick about the conversation. I know both first.
Yeah.
And I know no negatives about both first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been in this 32 years now today.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have to remember that is we never in the room way back then.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna hear versions of the story.
Agreed.
The truth is both people might actually be right. Meaning there might have been a situation where, you know, everything Don Mafia say I can relate to. I see that after many artists where certain promises are made. Not just monetarily, but in terms of career, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe at the other end, Moses was doing, meaning, sorry, Bennie was doing it good to a station and it just never work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the two people married, I have to say, one of the things that we have to remember too, because you asked a very pertinent question, is why it don't clash. But we have to remember saying with dancehall, you know,
Mm-hmm.
clashing and confrontation is the lifeblood of dancehall.
Agreed.
It drives dancehall. In fact, without that, we wouldn't have legends like Bennie and Bounty Killer. We wouldn't have Shabba and we wouldn't have. You get the message?
Mm-hmm.
It's the driving force of dancehall. So the truth is, it would be preferable if what you said, meaning both people link them liar, the liar talk.
Mm-hmm.
The two liars, they don't even have to talk to one another, the two liars talk. But in terms of visibility, excitement, because right now the TR show is talking about this. This is the better route. The route, in other words, the act of consultation is better for dancehall. I know that is almost an oxymoron because it doesn't make sense, but the truth of the matter is we, the consumers of dancehall and the person within the dancehall culture thrive on the conflict. Because the conflict creates conversation, the conversation shines a light on whichever clash song you have with the person, and that might bust up. To use a Jamaican colloquialism. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm getting too Jamaican, but
No, man,
what I'm saying is,
I want it to be Jamaican, brother. I want it to be all Jamaican.
alright, so the truth is, in essence, I believe both stories.
Mm-hmm.
I believe both artists believe that is what happened to them, and maybe that is exactly what occurred.
Mm-hmm.
It is unfortunate, and this is now something that I would say to younger artists listening. Very often we as creative people enter into these situations and we don't get a contract. We don't have the business part of the conversation because of that person you're talking to, and inevitably it leads to these kinds of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth is, me to write a song to TR, and me and TR write a song, and the song sells 5 million copies, and you know, get no time. You never create a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then in court, the question might be raised, and why wouldn't you get some answer? But there is a legal avenue for this to be resolved. One, but two, because dancehall strives on confrontation and culture.
Mm-hmm.
This is the more obvious route for the artist, whichever artist is trying to shine something. In other words, clashing and confrontation in dancehall, I have never seen it lead to something bad. Somebody gains. Whether it's the artist who is trying to get the light shone on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the other part of it is clear. If you have you two esteemed gentlemen discussing this at this point in time, it means that the confrontation is on.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Me agree with every single thing what you say. But all right, in a clash, in every clash that I've seen growing up as a child, you know, the artists that come out victorious, they would have considered the other artists dead. You know, like they would have said Bounty kill Bennie, or Bennie kill Bounty, or Shabba kill Ninja, or Ninja kill Shabba, whatever the case is. Now, if this is going to be a clash between Don Mafia and Bennie Man, guess what happened? Me feel say right now Bennie Man kill Don Mafia without answering, because guess what? You see, if Bennie Man answer them saga where Gringo spit out, there's a strong chance Gringo go boss. This is where Don Mafia go boss. If Bennie Man decide to take up this thing and start answer him. So if Bennie Man want Don Mafia for boss, then probably him should just answer him and make him get the boss, cause that him really want. And me think say every artist try every strategy in a dancehall for get them name out. So if this is the way, because obviously Dan Mafia studied the music and him realizes social media around the world. So if him call up a general name and call up Bennie name because him know Bennie very well, and you know him a come from the camp, so him know the stories. So him know say if him clash Bennie Man, you know Bennie Man is renowned as, you know, one of the dancehall legend. So if Bennie Man ever answer Dan Mafia, this could very well be Dan Mafia's breaking point, and that's what Dan Mafia want. But is this what Bennie Man want for Dan Mafia?
Well, I mean, you know, here's the thing. The truth is, what I know of Dan Mafia from many moons ago is that what he's saying is something he genuinely believes.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be somebody with that thing. So he believes that he's not the first time to give the benefit of the doubt. In terms of Moses answering him now, that's the $100 million question. But sometimes the artist doesn't need that. Well, that's a confrontation or a clash. I'm not necessarily talking about sting clash. I'm simply saying confrontation within itself drives the answer. So the fact that the both of you gentlemen, the both kings are here, having this conversation in front of 300 people is helping Dan Mafia no matter which way you look at it.
True.
There's no losing for him.
True.
And the other thing that we have to remember, you know, is that very often we underestimate how intelligent our dancehall management and artists are. In my experience, I have never met a dancehall artist who is not bright and intelligent, contrary to anything that people have been told. I know that people personally. So we don't know if this is management way, you know, Dan Mafia's management way. We don't know if the two artists that sit down and discuss at the end of it. We really don't know. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I'm going to reiterate it, I'm going to say it again. I believe that Dan Mafia believes what he's saying. And I believe that Moses believes him. And none of us were there, so only those two kings have to work at home. But I also think that this way of dealing with it, I mean, because what you say regarding Bennie Man, Moses could have just ignore it. You get what I'm trying to say to you? But Moses is a brilliant person when it comes to marketing. Even more than understand that there's value even to this. You know, the idea is to keep your name being called. The idea is to keep your name being called. Now, I'm not saying that it may not be deeply personal and both persons may not be offended or upset. But I'm saying that what I know of these two people, and I'm not saying that they're my brethren, but the people I know, I think they genuinely believe that what they're saying is their truth and they understand it. Alright? But I'm also trying to say that the reason why this is the road chosen, maybe it might be the best way to shine light on an upcoming EP or upcoming album or upcoming track. Because I'm going to tell you something. Dan Mafia can write music. Remember me telling you that. Do not take that away from him. I need a great DJ. You said earlier in the chat that you didn't know him. I'm surprised because Dan Mafia is a name that we within the business know. Right? So I think at the end of the day.
No, hold on there before you go further. When me say me never know him, you know, me say like when me just leave primary school and in a first form in a high school. Me never know of a gringo. Me know of a Bennie Man them time there. But me didn't know me didn't know of him. I know just like last week because me and Dan Mafia friend we actually talk before this whole thing happened. I was actually having dialogues with Dan Mafia, so me know him. But me just I say back in the school days, Bounty and Bennie we know.
Yes. Well, I mean, yes. And you know the thing is, you know, if I may extend it. This is a part of, again, dancehall culture because there are many people don't know this that Killer that at one point I keep forgetting him artist name. Cartel. Sorry. Cartel was writing for Killer. And a lot of artists help to break younger artists, right? And it's a part of the dancehall culture where you know, let us say I'm not as popular as a TR. And TR try to help me out, so I write a couple of good songs for TR, and then TR, as a result, give me an opportunity to record. And you get to know, say, put in weight, right? That's another part of the industry and the culture. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You know, so So that's why I say I can relate to what Don Mafia is saying, because I've seen it happen to other artists, and sometimes it works. So, but what you said is the real way to fix this problem is to call a lawyer and make that lawyer call the other person a lawyer, and then the two people have a conversation. You know, but then it might be more personal. Because I'm going to keep saying it as much as I speak. I genuinely believe both artists believe that what they're saying is their truth. They believe that. And it's interesting to me that Moses decided to even respond. I think that is a very interesting thing. But again, if it's two people who know each other, you know, some of them have history, etc., etc. He might have decided to respond because him as an individual feel that, you know, he's being wronged, or he might be trying to assist in a way that we don't understand. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, the culture of dancehall is so unique and so different from every other genre of music, including even reggae. That there are many layers of anything that you see on the surface. There are many layers, you know, right? You know, I am hoping that this is resolved without any bad blood, or if there's bad blood, I hope it's resolved in a legal way. So both, yes, I'm not trying to say this. Where both of these very talented people, you know, can get back to a place where maybe they can even have a conversation.
I understand where you are saying, but my personal belief is that me no think say no liar go solve the problem, you know, because me believe that there is some underlying issue where both parties write off between each other. You know, Dan Mafia know why him do for Bennie Man, and Bennie Man actually tell the story why him write off Dan Mafia, and because two of them know them story, you know, it's almost like say them don't even want no lawyer to help the situation, because at the end of the day, Bennie Man has said, yo, me don't want nothing to do with Carol, you know, because Carol at this and Carol at that, and Carol did drive Remy car for 2 weeks and spend vacation over the island and blah blah blah. And then Dan Mafia said, you know, must sag me right for Bennie Man, you know what me do for the man, and the man can't even say, boy, yo Mafia, you know, see this here and see that there and see that there. Me know a whole heap of things happening, a whole heap of camp, and a man don't really want no lawyer to solve the problem. The man would prefer if Bennie Man just come out one day and probably just say, yeah, what me I say now, a Dan Mafia put me on the map, you know what I mean? Probably that alone, him can't just say that even if him no mean it. him can't just one day come and say, you know, say I really and truly do a Dan Mafia put me on the map. If it wasn't for Dan Mafia, you know, me wouldn't get that 2 hits song, you know, and blah blah blah. And probably Dan Mafia would have feel happy. And even better yet, if him just, you know, take up a little Kyle, a banana leaf, and just say, Dan, hold this, you know what I mean? Yeah, this a few work with over the years, and me respect you, and this and that and that and that and that. So even though me agree with go ahead.
Well, never say this. If the world witnessed a couple weeks ago on Versus two former mortal enemies working together in unison, all things I know possibly in the biggest advocacy. Yeah. I mean that moment of seeing Bennie Man and Rodney and Moses together on a stage was a remarkable reminder of the human spirit. And sometimes, you know, people don't need to sit and have a conversation.
True.
Just two people, because again, as I said at the beginning, we weren't there, so we don't really know what one. Whatever version we're going to get is going to be a version coming from that one person. Yeah. And that's going to be their truth. And I don't know about you, but my mother and father always tell me say
third party.
Your truth, my truth, and somewhere in the middle lies the actual truth. So somewhere in the middle is the truth. So maybe I'm hoping that at some point this might be resolved. You're right. If maybe the two men can look up somewhere and then they are forced to have a conversation and realize, okay, so many things say they do that, you know. And you say, no, but none of that me did do. But me think say you did do that. And you say, no, but me never. You get some shot at the thing.
Yeah.
Because that is the nature of the beast. You know, that is just, it's human nature, one. And then remember, say, the whole of dancehall culture, and people tend to forget, it's designed around machismo behavior.
Yeah.
So, for dancehall artists almost never say, I was wrong.
True.
Think about how many times have you heard a dancehall artist?
You're right.
That is not a part of that culture. They cannot do that. However, when you see a Killer and a Bennie come together, you know that there was, I think Killer said Bennie reached out to him when his mother passed away. And that's how the conversation started. So hopefully at some point, these two former brethren, for whatever reason, can come together and have a genuine conversation with each other. So it is not it's not hopeless. But I'm just saying that my limited understanding of dancehall is that that machismo thing, and that goes over even into the female artists. You know, they come out publicly and say, you know, I did wrong. You understand me? You might hopefully get to a point with it where you come on stage and you hold each other hands up in front of your fans, and people say, "Oh, them good then." You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep saying that I believe that Don Mafia believe what I say, because that's the person he know. And I believe Moses believe what I say, because that's the person he know. And I think somewhere in the middle lies the truth. And hopefully this will be resolved, because it's not the first time I'm hearing this tournament, I tell you this.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully at some point this will be resolved. You know, because I know Don Mafia is an incredible songwriter. I can't say that straight up. Incredible talent.
Yeah.
I
agree. But before you go, me want to input something before you go, because me have something where me put together some clips if you do a presentation. So I'm going to talk about some of it right now and tell me what you think. So you have the artists them, or you have, this is just a personal thing overall. It happened in every genre, not just in a dancehall music or just in the music space. But it happened in families, and it happened with other people. You see, when people not truthful, you see, when people lie, it create a bigger issue, you know, because I'm gonna show you what happened. So Bennie Man, when Bennie Man was friendly with Gringo, me personally hear Bennie Man say Gringo bad. I want bad artist. Me hear him say so with him one mouth. And then when things get sour, him said that Mafia no good. so me I say, because you're with the person and the person is a part of your camp, then you now go split the truth and tell the person, say, well, yeah, try still, you know, but you know, you need to work on your craft, because you know you use too much rhymes. You know, if you could do this and do that and do that and do that, then that would understand. But when you go public and say, yo, Gringo, I'm your artist, and Gringo bad, but then you and Gringo fall out and you say Gringo can't write song and Gringo this and Gringo that, that is the part where me can't see through. Me can't see through that part there. So you have to make
well, I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, what we have to look at, you know, what we have to look at is the fact that it's human nature. Like what we talked about in the right earlier. It's human nature. What it is that if you feel that, in other words, if Peter Lloyd and TR apart, TR is the big artist, Peter Lloyd is on his way. TR said, Peter, you know, say, can I write some big tunes for me. So I'm right. Me and you go studio with Par and write some songs, hit the song, run with. You said to me, TR said, I'm going to help us. So then you publicly start, speak the truth, which is, you know, Peter Lloyd, bad and talented. But something happened. Something happened between the two of you. Nobody never in the room. We don't know what. So now, you, TR, might say to yourself, that's the come and try to help this man, and this man. You get the message I said to you. So you say, well, this person, to you might think, the TR might say Peter Lloyd is great. And Peter Lloyd shouldn't do and they do. And as you said, Peter Lloyd take the car and mash it up. We don't know. You get me? So you TR again now say, you know, I'm not helping no more. I'm not helping no more, so him not good. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
And then now Peter Lloyd again said, but then look how much we do for TR, and TR just unleashed the public. What kind of really big is that? Right? And then, unfortunately, because of human nature, again, speculation, of course, returning out here. Somebody could have come to Moses and say, you know, say, that Mafia say. And somebody could have gone to that Mafia and say, you know, say, Bennie Man. We don't, that's the problem with the people. That's why I always think the best thing is for two people to have a conversation. Because you don't know. You know, we don't know where this came from. Because you're right. I remember being the man saying, yeah, Don Mafia bad. I remember that. So I don't know what would have, you get what I'm trying to say, what would have changed that? But it's obviously something personal between the two people then. And especially when I heard earlier Don Mafia said that they used to party together, they were brethren, right? The music business is, and you're right, it's not just the music business, it's like, there was an artist Bennie used to party as brother. And then his career took a particular turn. And one day I go link him with me see him in public and I say, yo, because there's somebody with a part, we were brethren. And I say, yo, yeah man, I'm happy for you, man. And the man just, to me, in this way, he just turn and walk away. No. But you see me, the man, I see the world different. 3 days later, 4 days later, I see him somewhere, I say, what the other night? And I say, I never mean nothing about you. So when you come in, somebody comes to me for 5 seconds before you, and it was so upsetting, I just walk out. So I say, sorry. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So if me never receive again, I'm given the opportunity to have that conversation, then I probably hold it up for the rest of my life. Very, very often when these kind of things happen, we have to remember human beings, that people, whether they're a star or not star or whatever, are two people. And sometimes, as I'm trying to imply, one man might feel him not getting judged and the other man might feel we do too much here. We don't know that's the issue. Right? But as I said, seeing Moses and seeing Killer together, working together in unison for several years now, you realize that, and sometimes it's maturity, right? Sometimes it's maturity.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's accepting truth. Sometimes it's just a matter of saying, something. I have to be the bigger person, This person, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I guess because because they are public personalities and public figures, we start reading many things into it. True. But all I can say is, as an outsider, as a little outsider, it's two very talented people.
Agreed.
And they can't take that from them. And I'm just hoping that at some point the two people get, and Moses is a big man now. Moses is not baby no more. And Dan a big man now. He's not a baby no more.
True.
At some point, hopefully, these two talented people can either put whatever they might have behind them, or because I get what you're saying, and I even see what you're saying, that maybe Dan doesn't want to be acknowledged. Given that, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar and unto Jah the things that are that. But sometimes the best move is to just call a lawyer.
Makes sense.
And then, so you step away from the situation and it's not too personal, it's not too political. That way nobody's big brothers can get upset. Can't two liars talk. Nobody's not there, and just two liars. I mean, right now there's a track that sold over 1 million copies in dancehall in Europe and across the globe. Very popular track that has been in arbitration for about maybe 20 years now. And the 3 artists, I won't say who, 3 big artists, when them say, yo, go on, yeah, you good? Them cool. You know why? Because the lawyer them had argued about it for 20 years. You know, to do it. It's not personal. So maybe we need to just add that element a little more in the business.
Makes perfect sense. Thank you again for calling, Peter Lloyd. Your 2 cents was actually more than 2. It's about 50 cents. So enough respect, Peter Lloyd. Enough respect. All right, family. All right, so that was just Peter Lloyd, as I said, putting in his 2 cents. And we have a request that Donna Johnson calling. Donna Johnson, we realize that you have a lot to say. We would love for you to be vocal about what you're saying, because things have a different sound when you say it as opposed to when you write it. Because when we are read it, we are say, what? That when you're brave, she's sharp, watch the thing that she write, man. I wonder if you can say all of that thing there vocally, because we'd love to hear it. But anyway, I'm just gonna say something about myself before we go any further. Now you see that there's a situation that I see that is more common among women. I've always said this to SF Rose. This has been common more so among women. The woman will tell you a bag of nice things in the night or the day before or for the whole time in the relationship. I love you, baby. You know, I this and I that and I blah blah blah. And 1 second later, you do something wrong. And she'll tell you the total opposite from what she say. She nobody like you no more. You are the devil. You're an ass. You're a this, you're that. And she tell you everything. I mean, I wonder, say, then hold on there. Then 2 seconds ago, I never did you tell me all of them nice things. What happened? What happened? You see, when it come on to me personally, if I love a girl, if me love a girl, and me respect certain things about her, if me tell a girl, say, you know, say, me rate your baby, you can cook, you know, me love how you cook, you know, and me love how you take care of me, you know. You see, if me you break up today or tomorrow, me still love how you did treat me. That not change. Me love how you did treat me when me you did that together. Me love how you did love me. Me love how you did cook for me. Me love all of that. Me not go change because we bitter now. Tomorrow me I say, move from here so you damn biatch. You know, you couldn't cook or you couldn't this or you couldn't that, and you don't even know if you take care of a man. Move from here so. You maybe go find a better woman now, man, because you wall cross is long time. Come out of me yard. You know, I just can't do that. If me big up the woman yesterday and we break up today, my big up stand with you until you die. If me say you can't cook, when we break up, you still can't cook. And if me say you can't wash, when we break up, you can still wash. You can still do laundry. No matter what me said to you when we're there together, the bitterness is not going to change just because, man, you break up. If you could have dash it up on me and fling it up on the left and fling it up on the right, and me enjoy it, when we break up, me now say, well, when move because I did the ocean you have, you know, and your passageway never did stay good and blah blah blah. So all these years me I enjoyed, and because we break up, your passageway no good again. No man, it good man. Still good, me say one thing. Though you know she can fling it up, you know. Hey, you see when time me buck her up on the fridge, a judgment over there, you know. When we go up on the table, a problem over there, you know. Everything remains the same. So that's what me I say overall. Me just can't see when a brethren and a brethren is a brethren and a brethren rate you. Yo, me respect you, you know, King. Man, yo, me love how you write your song, them, you know. Me love how you put your lyrics them together, you know. And because a few developed 2 days later, yeah, say the man this and the man that and the man that. That is something where me never go accept. That is something where me never go understand. Because as far as I'm concerned, this tells me that at some point in time in your life, you were lying to me. And you never did real to me from the morning. So if you tell me that the morning, say, you love me black shirt, in the morning you tell me, say, you know, TR, I always love your white shirt. You know, your white shirt, them always represent what white is. You know, me love how you carry your white shirt, them. And then something happened around the lunch table, and we exchange a few words of disagreement. Few words of disagreement during lunch. And as dinner time come, you go tell my friend, say, TR him shirt them always brown, you know. Me don't know what kind of woman I wash him clothes, you know, but him shirt them always brown. Me don't know what kind of white shirt that him I wear. Him should have stopped wearing them. No, me don't believe in that something there. You know, tell me what it is, man. Hurt me from morning. I prefer you hurt me from morning, so when you hurt me in the evening, me say, oh yeah, man, him did say something true from morning, so me believe what you say. But when you're all over the place, yo, Harry, you see, me unmute you, Mike, because more you feel jump back on that thing here, you know. So, that don't sound good still, but more you forward back in the
Easy there.
But basically I say people feel say what they mean and mean what them say. You know, me and Lady B have one little talkings in a one chat sometime, and Lady B was kind of concerned if I was probably a dashboard panar. I mean, I say some of what I say might be fitting for the situation between me and you, but I never you may talk to this time because me have your number. Me have a problem with you. Me I go call you and say, yo, me I say no. Me no like this, I me no like that, I me no like this, I me no like that. That are basically some mistake. But if you go public with me not go spare your feeling, no. Me not go spare your feeling if a man or a girl or a boy or a whoever come out with me in the public and say this and that. Me now go spare feeling anything when me tell you, me mean it. And if when me go bed and wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to say the same thing what me did say yesterday because I meant what I said. So me now going to tell you today, say, me like how you wear a little gold around your sleeve, you know, and me like your watch and me like this and me like that. Anyhow me feel, as some me I tell you. If you don't like it, go chuck off because that me mean. And when you ask me tomorrow, I'm going to tell you the same thing again, so you go chuck off again. I just saw me stay. So, me understand say some people spare people feeling. You can ask SF Rose. SF Rose and me live together. And nobody feels say me I go say, oh, because you're my girlfriend and I'm going to tell you that you cook the rice good and I drink the rice. I porridge that. Me I go tell you say I porridge. You boil or steam some rice with me and I drink the rice. That backside there is porridge. It is not steam rice. What you tell me say? So me go tell her say the rice now cook good. You need to put less water in the rice. Cook the damn rice good because I know so rice cook. You know, me now go tell you say, oh baby, this rice is so drinkable. Nice man. What? No sir.
Okay.
But overall, we're gonna recap. We're gonna just go out. We think we did want to play one of the video them from Beanie Man before we go out. So some of the people them see what we are talking about the whole time. But before we go, I don't know why I'm tempted to call you one different name, Mr. Harry. But we're gonna just keep it at Harry for the time being. Is there any last thing where you want to say to anybody in particular, or you know, when thinking of a summary of the whole chat tonight, is there any final message what you don't want to say to Beanie Man, and what you don't want to say to Don Mafia, and what you don't want to say to the world at large who is listening? What advice would you have for these old artists, and what would you advise the younger generation coming up? You know, do you think they should venture into the clash world and, you know, lash each other because, you know, dancehall build up and clash and all them something there? What kind of advice you have for the young artists them where come, and what kind of advice you have for them two old artists here? Where go? You know, what you would have to say to them?
All right. Kind of piggybacking off of some of the things that was mentioned by the previous caller, Peter Lloyd. I think that, you know, as grown men as they are, Beanie Man are 40 something, 40. I'm not sure how much, but I'm sure mid 40s at least. Don Mafia, I suspect, is around the same age. You know, I think as we grow and evolve, then we should be able to find some kind of a common ground, or should be able to even come together as men and have a discussion. Because it doesn't sound to me like these two men even call each other on the phone and have a discussion, you know what I mean? And as people being in the public eye, this is something I'm sure them can resolve by just having a discussion. I don't know if the lawyer coming into play might even make a difference, because again, going back to what Dan Mafia mentioned on his call earlier, is that nothing was ever really formalized officially on paper. It was more so of a gentleman's agreement. Them just agree as brethren, say, boy, you know, me I go write some tune for you. And then Dan Mafia just said, boy, yeah, me just expect you to just deal with me good. You can't really carry that go in a court of law. That just not go pan out well. So, you know, the two man them have to just sit down and talk it out. We see Beanie Man and Bounty Killer at odds for the longest while, and they too have evolved and was able to find some kind of common ground and now develop some sort of a friendship where them can even perform on the same stage together. As far as younger artists, I think a lot of the younger artists now need to kind of pay a little bit more attention to and try to learn from the older artists' mistakes. In some sort of way, try to live maybe vicariously through the other artists and what them say play out in a for them musical career. A lot of them know them kind of, you know, me never because them are millennials or whatever. I don't know. You know, age discriminate nobody, but some of them tend to be like just want to have them own way. Them don't want to listen to nobody. Them not take no talk, and you know what I mean. But what we've seen from even the older artists, they took lessons and teachings, or take talkings from the artists where even they come before them. So nothing wrong if you look up to, you know, the older artists now and take a page or two out of them book. You know what I mean? Because in my personal opinion, like the state of dancehall, the state of music are some of the things when we hear coming out of dancehall nowadays, it not to my liking. We can't speak for the masses. It is not necessarily to my liking. And I just wonder, will it have the same impact, or will it are they able to sustain that sound as we saw with music from the 90s, the early 2000s, and so on. So that's just my 2 cents on that.
All right, I'm totally in agreement with you, and if I should quickly pick something that you've said during your final presentation right there, I would say when you spoke a little bit on agreement, I couldn't agree with you more. I 110% in agreement with what you said. Now this has been a killer for decades. The thing what them call expectations is a hell of a thing. So because me a brethren, just because me a brethren, I'm a par from when we go down a Walmart or down a Kohl's or down a Macy's or wherever we go, and we see $10,000 on the floor. And you know, me find me $10,000. Me tell you, say, yo, you know, so me just find 10 grand a while ago. I say, what you say, man? And then me take out the 10 grand. Me take up the 10 grand. And the 10 grand was all hundreds, 10,000 US, and it was all $100 bills. And me go back in at the store, and me change one of the $100 them, cause me never have no change to give you a cut out of the 10,000. So me go change that. We go change your bills in a $10, right, and come back out and give you two $10 and say, you know, may I give you a cut out of it, you know, see $20 here. And then you go look for me now and say, me a bridging a trad from high school, as a matter of fact from primary school, from first school or whatever school, and you find 10 grand and at $20 you give me a tight king, and then that I go, and guess what now? You know the funny thing about it? As simple as that is, it costs a friendship.
Yeah.
Because you start pre-me now and say, boy, you don't want a real friend, you know. Oh, you give me $20. Now, as far as me, I say, whatever somebody feel like, this is me, and this is what I want to do, this is what I can afford, this is what I can give. Even though you are say, boy, I find it, you never did own it from morning, so you're supposed to give me 5 grand out of it, because we are brethren. You find 10 grand, you never own it, you never have it before, you find it, you never work for it. Give me 5 grand. And I have seen this thing happen so many times. So I can imagine Don Mafia in the camp of Bennie Man, and him write one song, and the song hit, or the song go viral, and the song sell millions of copies. Yeah. And him a say, all right, me write the whole of that song, you know, and the fact that this song sell 10 million copy, you know, me supposed to can get at least 2 million out of the 10 million copy. Come on now, man, give me 2 million out of it, man. Me not ask you half, you know, me just ask you 2 million. And then call and say the general, just call him one side and say, yo, see a gas money here, you know.
Grease him,
yeah, man. Him give my gas money and say, well, I want NSC no, man. Drink a one NSC. You don't know say NSC expensive, man. Drink a one NSC.
Right.
And man drink and junk, and when man come back to realization, he must say, well, on there, but the boss never treat me good last night. Really? Dan, King, I want back like NSC you give me. And the general I go say, Bridget, you know how expensive Hennessy is. I me buy your whole Hennessy for yourself, King. You see what me just do for you. So again, as me say, expectation is a hell of a thing. And then alongside expectation, I always talk about this lady that I hate. This is the only woman on earth when me hate. Me love every woman when me ever meet. Every woman that I come across, me love them except this one woman here. Me no like her none at all. The woman when you misunderstanding, me no want nothing to do with her. That the woman there, no sir, me no like her.
Yeah, I'm seriously that about her.
Misunderstanding, me never like her from she born, and me never like her when she turn woman, and me never like her none at all. Misunderstanding is just a woman who me can't appreciate because it creates so much turmoil. It creates so much misunderstanding. No, not misunderstanding. It creates so much chaos between friends.
Yeah.
The one misunderstanding jump in, and because you did understand, say the fact say me your friend. Me supposed to sleep on the floor and you supposed to sleep on the bed because we are friends. No! You are sleep on the floor. Me I sleep on my bed. What you mean? That is me prefer myself. You sleep on the floor, me sleep on my bed. What you mean after you bite?
Yeah.
Now, you see the funny thing about it? The same thing about Jamaicans, you know. When Americans go visit Jamaica clean up them yard, change curtain, change sheet, change every damn thing. And you know what them do after when you reach Jamaica? Them come off of the bed and them go sleep in the living room, them go sleep in the pig pen, some sleep in the coop, in the fowl coop.
Yeah.
And of course, them give the foreigner the bed for sleep on. Now, when you come a foreign, to foreign people, you better know what's the couch you're going on because they now come out of them bed.
Yes, that's true. That is so right. They're not get out of bed. So.
And because this happened, it not means if you hate your family them, you know, so me go a foreign. And would you believe me say uncle make me sleep in the basement and him up there with him wife comfortably in him bed? So all on there. No man. I'm just saying at the end of the day, I did a show recently called Preference. Everybody must learn to understand the preference of the next person that you're pairing with. Not everybody see things the same way. People prefer things different. And because you prefer light bulb over the lamp, no means if it kill you. Because you prefer lamp over light bulb. That's your preference. You're allowed your preference. I am allowed my preference. What you like is not what me like. Me not like lobster. As a matter of fact, me not eat lobster nor none of them something there. But you love it. Not your preference, man. Me prefer two stalk a color and you know one half a cabbage and you know whatever, you know, but that's what you love. Me love what me love, you love what you love.
Yeah.
End of story. So may I say, in closing, I want to say big up. There's a gentleman in here by the name of his name is on the screen right now. His name is Kotsky Boss. Now this fellow is a young artist. He's a young recording artist. Him no have no hit song yet. Him no boss no big song nowhere yet. But he has a lot of potential to become a #1 artist in the day. He's also into dancehall. I don't know if you have to go call somebody named for boss or need to write and construct a good song for boss. I don't know what route him a plan for tech, but it seemed like I will tell you my personal experience with a particular dancehall artist that I was touring with in 2011. I remember we were in Portugal. Portugal was where we stayed and toured the entire Europe. So we stay at Portugal and then we fly from different. So we fly from Portugal to Germany, from Portugal to Italy, and tour the rest of the continent. So during that time, I remember the artists. We are play a game. We are play FIFA. It was 2011, so we are play FIFA 10. We are play them time there. And while we are play, the artists I say, no, have no topic because me run out of topic. Me need to write a new song before me go back to Jamaica. But me feel like me run out of topic. And the guy was actually trying to create some controversy among us as musicians to use that as a mean of finding new content. So he must say, you feel like someone on the show just box me down and record it and then we just talk about it so it can go viral. You know what I mean? Make we fight, make we do something. What we can do if we go viral. So we say musician think some kind of way sometimes. The kind of things that them think and plan to go viral or to have some form of or level of relevance in the dancehall space. It is even crazy. When you meet them, you would have never know, say, These are some of the things that goes on behind the scene.
Wow.
But as mother say, at the end of the day, a man or a woman just need to sit down, think about what he's doing, put together some nice word. And if you're not a good writer, if an artist is not a good writer, because not all singers or DJs or whatever or rapper, not all of them can write good or write a song. If songwriting is your weakness, have somebody write your song. And if you can't sing well, you do the writing. Give the song to somebody else. Like Derek C. Williams, he's convinced that TR cannot sing. So it means that I should not be singing. I should be writing the songs and give them to Derek C. Williams so he can do the singing. You know what I mean? We have to know our strength and our weakness and address them accordingly. With that said, I want to say it has been a very good night. We've enjoyed this chat to the maximum. I want to say thanks to my friend Harry. We've been friends and church brothers and not necessarily schoolmate because I was older. I was much older. In fact, I was born in the same era as Bounty Killer and Bennie Man. Bennie Man and Bounty Killer was born 1972 and 1973 respectively. So that's their age. Me did born later up in the 70s. Me can't say it, me not hide it. I was born in 1978, so me have 42 this year. So I go up in the 40s too. But I want to give this shout out to my brother. As a matter of fact, he's not just a friend of mine from Jamaica. This man is actually the brother of my children's mother. So I would want somebody to drop his link in the chat. His name is Kotsky Boss. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Kotsky, yes, Kotsky Boss. That's his name. Somebody drop his link in the chat and please do check him out. He's an upcoming artist and he's looking forward to, hit the streets of dancehall famous artists one of them days. Derek C. Williams, no, we're not talking about you. We know you were born in 1967 and you're heading closer to Ice Age. No, Ice Age is not a good reference here. I know you're getting much older. But yes, he says he's convinced that it is still Gemini season. So I just want to take this time out to say thanks to everybody who turned out tonight. We appreciate you all and we respect and thank you for coming. And I want to say to my friend Harry, you have been a fantastic co-host. I'm looking forward to do this again. As a matter of fact, what I will do the next time, I'm looking forward to get Bennie Man on here. I will try to get everything working properly in terms of the microphone and my headset.
Right.
If I had a headset, I wouldn't have to be, muting and turning down and muting and turning down for us to have a decent conversation. So I'm going to get all of them things put together. And I'm going to make sure I send you the next person that we're going to review or talk about our interview so you can do some research. So when we come sharp, you know what I mean? Have all our questions them ready and, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I want to say big up one more time. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. And, I want to say to everybody, good night and thank you so much for coming. With that said, we have come to the end of tonight's stream. May the good Lord bless you all and keep you all until we meet again. And this is where we say, have a great night. Sleep well.
Blessings, boss.
All right. With that said, we have come to the end of tonight's program. I want to say thank you all for coming. God bless you. You are awesome. You are wonderful. You're all glorious and wonderful. I really appreciate you all coming here tonight. You have been such a blessing to the TR show and the TR news and reviews, and we thank you dearly for coming in. I'm going to play the song one more time before we end the stream, which was where was the song again? The song before we end the stream was this song. I'm going to play it as a matter of fact. So let me just find the song and play the song before we leave, and then we can all have a look at it. So this is the song, this is the song, this is the song. All right, this is the song, this is the song, this is the song.
First bomb job, no response. I want them to dead off over there. Right now, I'm mad, enough. Now one of them test out the ground. Now one of them make sure everything there. On the face of clear thing. Eh? Man with a boy, how would them try style? Where the Dr. Fish come try? He's the gun and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they try. He's the pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. But this stone man on the right the pipe. So fly DJ gonna die with a fish they try. He's the pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. But this stone man on the right the pipe. Somebody gonna die.
What a melody bad. What a melody bad. This melody is like, there's a hook to it. There is a catchy thing about it. And that makes this particular chorus of the song very interesting. I uploaded a song for Don Mafia 5 months ago. I also uploaded a song for Don Mafia 7 months ago. I also have another video of Don Mafia a couple months ago as well. Alright. So, there has been a feud going on with Don Mafia and Bennie Man. Now, where this all started was Bennie Man did a video. And in that video, Bennie Man actually said that...
It's not a songwriter, it's a rhyme writer. It's a man that rhyme. See? You can't say kiss without that. You can't say king without yang. You can't say sing without song. You understand what I'm saying?
He is just a person who makes rhymes and this and that. And Don Mafia felt hurt by it because Don Mafia, previously known as Gringo, mentioned in a couple of his songs that he wrote numerous songs for Bennie Man and he was not treated or compensated fairly. So the feud stemmed from that situation. Now, Bennie Man actually said,
so Carl, please do not stop. Stop. No, baby, stop walking on and call me. Because, yeah, you see, stop. Walk and call me. Because it's not going to be nice. You see? I tell you, now, baby, I'm a liar, don't call you. I know I'm a friend, them see you. I know I'm a brother, I'm a sister, them see you. And then you can call me and say, I'm me send people to you. Stop calling me on my life. See it?
Anyway, on the TR review, this song is a very interesting. I find it interesting. The chorus is nice, the hook is nice, and the lyric of the song, the lyrics of this particular song is actually very interesting. It is well put together, and Don Mafia is stating some things in there. I personally can't say if it is true. I can't say it is lies. I can't say anything. I just know that the song in itself has a vibe. So I want you, our loyal viewers, to write in the comment section what you think. If you know the stories, let us know if it is true, if there's any truth to it. If you know any of these situations between Don Mafia and Bennie Man, and the stories that Don Mafia said about Bennie Man, if you know about it, put the comments or put your response in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Don Mafia actually sent me this song last night, and when I listened to the song, I'm like, wow, bro, this song has a nice melody. The chorus has a nice hook. It has a catchy vibe to it, and I like it as a musician. So the only thing that I could say, I would say, you know, in the defense of Don Mafia, if someone said that he's not an artist and he only can put some rhymes together, after this song, it would suggest, or it would look or seem like Don Mafia is not just somebody who puts rhymes together and call it a song. So I want to know, I'm not sure, for those of you who believe that Bennie Man should actually defend himself or answer this song, put it in the comments below. Do you think Beenie Man should respond to this song? I would say, I would say, I am not sure exactly. Well, I shouldn't say that because I watched the video when Beenie Man said that he will not be answering or responding to any of whatever Don Mafia had to say. If he responds to the song, this feud developed to a lyrical confrontation. Who's going to benefit from it? Don Mafia because he's like more of an underdog. Will he benefit more? Probably. And Beenie Man actually could, well, this one is hard because as far as Beenie Man is concerned, this man is not an artist. It was a very entertaining and friendly clash. But before that, from what I know, Beenie Man had nothing much going on for him in terms of there was no latest hits or, because of the whole corona thing, most artists were staying in at home or wherever, and then there was no hit song, so no concerts, no songs. Well, he did a song, yeah, with Singer J called titled Hands Up, right? And then of course we all know the song Do You Wanna Be That Guy? So those are the two latest songs that I know from Beenie Man. That song that is produced by Troublemaker Studios. So guys, we're going to take a listen to the song. We're going to listen to the song together. Tell me what you think about the song. Alright guys, if it's your first time to the TR Show, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the TR Show. Help us, we're on the road to 20K, but let us target 15K first. Let's get to 15K by this weekend. Thank you very much for coming.
First bomb job, no response. I want them to dead off over there. Right now, I'm mad enough. Now when I name test out the ground. Now when I name make sure everything there. When the face say a play thing, eh? Man with a boil, how would them a try style? Where the doctor fish come try? He's stuck on and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name, make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they a try. He's stuck pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. But this stone man don't rise the pie. Somebody gonna die. You can't be East Indian if you a common mango. Remember say you did be a man figure murder Shango. Take the rum and devil left the Red Bull. Get this and them and you run me with the cash like tango. Exploit the brain like Republic of Congo. Must you think afraid fit done them carrier in a one go. Drive by and shoot them up in a one dodge to Rango. Blue dash with the money back me devil symmetry stango. Big deal run your devil kiwi a combo. Me a go step in your face like the foot of a tumbo. Some a can man a hunt you away a go run go. Back who clad gunshot under me and bumbo. Look like you remember how the blood clot thing go. Say me fucking head hot from me did name gringo. You live a bubble and you beat you with that bingo. Long time I push your head down with that G-string. The doctor fish come try. He's stuck on and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name, make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they a try. He's stuck pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. But this stone man don't rise the pie. Somebody gonna die. But give me a life you couldn't sponsor me. Me no fish son a boy can't pamper me. Every time I think I rise to try tamper me. Them one side me carry a try tamper me. But Carol you think a Christmas and no Santa me. And me have to go give you stand if you feel answer me. You can't thief out my brain, that is your fantasy. But me will kill you make New York and Atlanta see. Them afraid of me lyrically like me a Changati. Shoot out me run out with a long shotty. 1 million and a quarry over one party. Your money done, pan gun, and man body. Oh you so rich and you know do nothing for nobody. They make hungry kill brag and your own daddy. Hype up yourself but you are rolling a chrome caddy. Take it back now left your wife with a lone baggy. Where the doctor fish come try. He's stuck on and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. Call me name, make lyrics bomb start fly. DJ gonna die with a fish they a try. He's stuck pass and him still want fry. Me can't believe him really be that guy. But this stone man don't rise the pie. Somebody gonna die. back to regular scheduled program. All of that was just a commercial break. This is music the way it was supposed to be.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
No negativity. Breathe. Yo! Don Mafia.
Okay.
All the strugglers out there. There's a better way. I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and cry. They wanna take my life. Trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life. Wanna kill my kids and wife. Clean out youth, we not do nobody nothing. But when vampire, you full up of greed and glutton. Put in the work, them treat me like a button. Them a bust big laugh and them steak and mutton. Try mash me up, them want me dead damn forgot. No one the crew them for them up my flesh and me a rotten. Watching the facts from the real thing way happen. To me humble them a laugh, so me soft like a cotton. For them queen alone for wear silk and satin. Me pick me for dead for hunger when for them gone shot me. I brag about first class flight to Manhattan. But the truth remain the same English, French and Latin. I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and fight. They wanna take my life, trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life, wanna kill my kids and wife. Yo, so funny how life can change. Them used to say them are my family, but them are act strange. If we push and cat when them are driving a range. No one give me my whole, you see, so them are mean. The pressure every night when me having on my brains. Now them gone to the bank with the foreign exchange. My only judge I know, and my struggles and my pain. Now they want me disappear, them never find me remains. Want pack me up a can, them want pull me up a grain. Send me life down the drain, let me in a blood stain. All them plan to do is put dirt on the name and act like some Mafia not exist in a the game, but I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and fight. They wanna take my life, trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life, wanna kill my kids and wife. Nothing that they say cannot keep me down. Every man a king, I got to wear my crown. Jai mama guide, they never leave me alone. People love me from Kingston to Brownstown. Enemy can never send me under the ground. From a little me I go a dance, cut shot pound sound. Bantan come back and drop the upside down. Gaza man around the place and him under lockdown. What is to be got to be? Ain't no bad mind gonna take my life from me. Born with my talent from the Almighty. Now we have to put it out there, make the whole world see. I can't sleep at. And now we go back to regular scheduled program. All of that was just a commercial break. This is music the way it was supposed to be. Ain't no negativity. Breathe. Yo! Don Mafia. All the strugglers out there. There's a better way. I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and fight. They wanna take my life, trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life, wanna kill my kids and wife. Clean out youth, we not do nobody nothing. But them vampire, you full up of greed and glutton. Put in the work, them treat me like a button. Them a bust big laugh and them steak and mutton. Try mash me up, them want me dead damn forgot. No one the crew them for them up my flesh and me a rotten. Watching the facts from the real thing way happen. To me humble them a laugh, so me soft like a cotton. For them queen alone for wear silk and satin. Me pick me for dead for hunger when for them gone shot me. I brag about first class flight to Manhattan. But the truth remain the same English, French and Latin. I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and fight. They wanna take my life, trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life, wanna kill my kids and wife. Yo, so funny how life can change. Them used to say them are my family, but them are act strange. If it push and cat when them are driving a range. No one give me my word, you see say them are mean. The pressure every night when me having on my brains. Now them gone to the bank with the foreign exchange. Only judge I know all my struggles and my pain. Now they want me disappear, them never find the remains. Want pack me up a can, them want pull me up a grain. Send me life down the drain, let me in a blood stain. All them plans we do is put dirt on the name and act like some Mafia no exist in a the game, boy. I couldn't sleep last night. Too much fuss and fun. They wanna take my life, trying to kill me for my right. I couldn't sleep last night. Certain things just ain't right. They wanna take my life, wanna kill my kids and wife. Nothing that they say cannot keep me down. Every man a king, I got to wear my crown. Child mama guide, never leave me alone. People love me from Kingston to Brownstown. Enemy can never send me under the ground. From a little me I go a dance, got shot pound sound. Bantan come back and drop the upside down. Gaza man around the place and him under lockdown. What is to be got to be? Ain't no bad mind gonna take my life from me. Born with my talent from the Almighty. Now me have to put it out here, make the whole world see. I can't sleep at night, cause things just ain't right. Yeah. I'm working towards something like. Never give up on your goal, never give up on your dreams. We all got to make it one day. I just sleep last night, yeah, but we got to go.